its most devious ways.
All right, welcome back to Fright Night Flicks. I'm Dan.
I'm Darren.
And we're your go-to horror movie review podcast. Now, today we're going to be doing something different. We're reviewing The Monkey. This is a brand new movie, just came out, it's in theaters. Then we're going to go back to Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Nope, we're not, because we actually finished that. We're going to go back to Nightmare on Elm Street, and we're going to start that series.
Yeah, I told Dan, I saw the trailer for this movie, and I'm like, dude, we got to do it. One, it's a movie about twins. And if you don't know, there's no one better to review this movie than us, because we are twins. And
yes.
We've had quite a bit of death in our family.
Sure.
So we could, death and twins, that's for us.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah, so we're going to review The Monkey this week. Then next week, we're going to go back to Friday the 13th, run through that series, finishing that with Jason versus Freddy. So before we jump in, we got a special thanks to all our patrons. Without you guys, well, we wouldn't be as happy.
No, it'd be a sad podcast.
Yeah.
And shout out to our latest Patreon member, Tanner. Thanks for joining up, man.
So if you're interested in becoming a patron, check out Patreon, Fright Night Flicks. And we have, I'm saying Patreon, Fright Night Flicks. Monthly bonus podcast. We do after pods. We do kind of like random videos in there that are just kind of fun. You get early access to episodes, no ads, and you can join our Discord and talk more about movies. If you don't got the cash, don't want to spend, whatever, I get it. Hey, we still appreciate you being here. But if you want to do something, maybe leave a review and be like one of these cool people right here, like Dennis the Barber. So this is from Apple. Best horror podcast. Best podcast to listen to anytime, even when fading people's hair. So I love he's a barber.
What makes you think about that?
Yeah, I love it. Throwing that fade on. Great vibes and honest reviews. Keep up the great content, Dan and Darren. Let's go, Dennis the Barber.
Dude, that's awesome. I love when people say they listen to us just, in everyday things, because that's what we do with podcasts. And it's like, oh, people actually like us, and it makes their day maybe a little bit more entertaining.
Well, I love it because I'm a commuter. I listen to podcasts all the time. So when you have a good one, like I know when I'm listening to one that I'm interested in, it's fun. I love it. So
yeah. So thanks, man. Great review.
Appreciate it. Next one we have Crazy Meg. This is from Spotify. So that was Apple. This is on Spotify. I think out of the remakes, this is probably my number one. So she's talking about Friday the 13th, 2009.
Yes.
It's my favorite one. I love the movie. It just makes everything make more sense. And you guys always keep it real. I love you boys for that. Much love. Much love, Meg.
Thanks, Meg.
Thank you.
And I agree. That Friday the 13th, the 2009 remake, it was really good for a remake. I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, it was the Hunter Jason.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it, check it out. It was pretty good.
Yeah, they did a good job with that one.
Dude, that Jason, the more I see him, he was a freaking monster. Like, he looks like big and strong and like scary.
Sometimes when you're going through the movies, it's like you need to it's almost like you have to go back and watch, because when you're just going from one to the next, you lose track of the broader picture, you know?
It's true. It's true.
So I think I didn't appreciate that as much as if I watched it again.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't even remember what I rated it.
Dude, my ratings mean nothing.
I know. All right. So brief synopsis here. So this is a dark comedy. Or dark. I guess it's actually very dark comedy.
Dude, super dark. We're on to The Monkey now, by the way.
Yes.
It is a super dark comedy. And guess what? It's really funny, though. It's really funny.
Yeah. I think they did very well, but we'll get into it. So twin brothers Bill and Hal find their father's old monkey toy in the attic. A series of gruesome deaths start. The siblings decide to throw away the toy and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years. This is directed by Osgood Perkins. Writers Stephen King as well, because I think I think it's adapted off a Stephen King story or something.
Yeah, it's like a short story about a monkey, I guess.
We'll get into it. So stars Theo James, Tatiana Maslany, Christian Cavalry.
Dude, I need a section where I just have you trying to pronounce names.
I'm horrible, dude. I'm so bad with names.
Maybe the worst.
Debatable. All right. So Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave it 77%, audience 73%.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So, well, let's go right into our
initial impressions.
So I thought this movie actually was a lot of fun. I had no expectations of what this movie was going to be like coming into it. It looked kind of fun from the trailer, but I didn't know about the short story or anything. This thing was a fun watch. I enjoyed it the whole way through. And by the way, we're not going to give any spoilers away in this section of it, right?
Yeah, we'll let you know when we hit the spoilers. It's actually just after this section.
Yeah, coming up soon. But no, I thought it was funny. I thought the kills were really good. Even though I knew they were coming, it was like shocking. Wait. And you know what this movie really felt like to me? It felt a lot like Final Destination like.
Dude, you're an idiot.
Why?
Yeah, I have it written right there.
Oh yeah, well, I was gonna
Did
shout
you
out.
read it and just
Oh, like you're like this is your original idea.
you do this? He reads what I write and then takes my ideas and then talks.
No, I'll shout out I thought this watching it. And
but did you read that?
No, I swear I didn't. I thought this watching the movie, and then also in the trailer, one of the top comments is, "This is Stephen King meets Final Destination."
Yeah,
That was the top comment.
yeah, which makes sense, and this is definitely up my alley because I love horror, but I love humor too. And this is dark humor, but dude, they do such a good job. Like, they do a really good job of making these gruesome deaths fun, and you don't get too emotionally involved in it because there's humor involved. So it's just kind of ridiculous.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
And I loved it the way they did that. And I went in totally blind. I didn't watch a trailer or anything. I had no clue what it was about, and I'm pretty pleased with it.
Well, and then like you said, the deaths, that's what I like about it is they didn't take it too seriously. Like you see someone just like explode in front of you and it was just like shocking. It was like absurd. But even the humor is absurd, but that's what makes it all so funny and it makes it work.
Well, and just to touch on the Final Destination vibes, it is basically Final Destination, but triggered by a monkey.
Little monkey with his little drums.
This guy likes to drum because it's like once some his drums start going, the series of a random events start to occur, culminating in some gruesome murders.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing too. So it's this monkey. The monkey has no. Well, I would say we see a little bit of personality at the very end, which we'll touch on.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the monkey, there is no personality really throughout the movie, but it's just this creepy, really creepy looking toy. And especially when he opens his mouth and it's just so weird. And then you have the music with the drums. It's just odd and it is terrifying.
Well, and yeah, it's funny. Yeah. He has no dialogue, but it's all like his look and the drum cadence can kind of tell you how he's feeling.
Yeah, you feel like you know the monkey without him telling you anything.
So true. All right, now we're going to get into the movie. Spoilers from this point on.
Right.
You should still watch, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'd be better to watch the movie after listening to us.
Yeah, because we're not going to talk about everything.
Yeah, no.
All right, so the movie begins at a local pawn shop, all right? We see this mysterious man arrive, and he's dressed as a pilot, and there's a couple things in here that we're going to talk about that I'm not even really sure how these play out.
Well, this movie, I will say and I'm okay with it. What happens a lot in this movie is there's things that happen, and they don't really explain it either. You just kind of accept that, okay, that just happened.
Yeah. So this pilot is at a pawn shop and he has the monkey. So this is our first view of the monkey. Very creepy little fella with but he's kind of cute because he's got his little drums. But he makes it clear to the shop owner, the pilot, who's trying to pawn this thing, you do not want this thing to drum.
Well, and this is Adam Scott, if you don't know.
Yes.
Who's hilarious. It's hilarious because Adam Scott comes in and is basically like, yeah, I bought this toy for my kids. It is not a good toy. In fact, it's not even a toy. It's evil. And once he drums, it's over.
Correct. Now, thinking about that, well, I guess we can talk about it at the end. I'm not sure what happened before this scene.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do we know about that?
I don't think we really know what happened because it's I think the dad, because this is going to be the dad of the two twins we're going to follow throughout the movie. We never really found out where he got this. I think they just said he got it overseas, and we never saw the kids interact with him in it, right?
Right, because the dad's gone.
Yeah.
But is he? Okay, well, we'll get into it. Anyways, at the pawn shop, the monkey, now important thing to know with the monkey's drum positioning. So if drums are down, you're good. He's got a key in his back that you turn, and when that's turned, he raises a drum up, and I think at that point he's choosing who to kill. And then once the drum comes down and he starts doing this, that's when the murder is going to take place.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just say that is what the special power of this monkey, just this evil thing, is whenever you wind it up, he's going to kill someone, but there's no saying who gets killed. We later find out that apparently, only because it hasn't happened yet, that whoever turns the key never dies.
Yes. Okay, so at the shop, the monkey starts drumming, sets off a series of events, again, Final Destination style. A rat chews a rope, which sends an arrow through the shopkeeper. It snaps a rope or somehow is attached to a crossbow or something. I don't know. Shoots it directly through the shopkeeper. He's gone.
Well, and then it pulls out and his intestines come with it.
That's true. I forgot about that part.
Dude, that was crazy, shocking. You knew something bad was going to happen, but that sets the tone for the movie. I'm like, all right, well, this is what we're in for.
Yes. So we move from the shop, and then we get to meet our main characters, who are Bill and Hal. They're identical twins, and they're what?
Well, you missed the part where the dad. So the dad knew this was going to happen. I don't know why he was actually trying to pawn it off. I guess he was just trying to get rid of it. But then the dad tries to flamethrower the monkey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end. Did we ever see what happened to the dad?
I don't think so. He's just gone.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. But again, that's part of the movie. It's like, okay, I guess I would assume maybe the monkey killed him. No, the monkey wouldn't. I don't know what happened.
So from here on, they kind of just write him off as like a deadbeat dad. But I don't know if he's actually a deadbeat dad, or is he just trying to distance for himself from them with the monkey? But the monkey isn't with the dad. Is the dad even alive? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But now, like you said, we're back with the kids. So the father, who we just watched in the pawn shop, we're back with his children.
Yes.
And dad is gone now.
Okay, so it's Bill, Hal, and then their mom. That's who we're going to meet. And they're younger at this time. They're going to get older later on in the movie.
Yeah.
But this part, it's narrated by Bill. You'll find out later. But so one of the twins is narrating this. And they're like what? I don't know. 12 to 14 or something.
I'd say around that age.
Yeah. So we get the personalities of the boys. Okay. Bill and twins have different personalities.
Yeah, we do.
There's always an alpha and a beta.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. There's a more aggressive twin and a nicer twin.
Yeah. So in this one, Bill is a total dick. Like, total dick. It's hard to even believe they're twins because he's so mean to his brother Hal. And Hal is just kind of soft-spoken, very chill, easy
Nice guy. Yeah, I would say so Bill's more Dan and Hal's more Darren.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure. So they live at home with their mom, and they end up going through like their father's belongings. So again, deadbeat dad, he's gone. For some reason, they're going through the belongings, and this is where they find a box with the label organ grinder monkey.
Yeah, it
sounds scary.
Well, yeah, and I feel like they did this on purpose, right? And there's something else the box said underneath about death or something.
Yeah, there was like a life quote. It was like a weird, vague quote.
I did like just even the box though. I thought it was creepy. Look at this big old giant white box with a freaking monkey in it.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not that scary, but
so I think now I don't know. Do you remember? Did they turn the key in his back? Because they get the monkey out and they're playing. I think they might have, because it has a key in the back. You have to turn it to.
They absolutely did, because we're going to talk about what happens with the babysitter.
Yes. Okay. So they turned the key. I guess they did. Now they decide the babysitter comes over and they're going to go out to eat some teppanyaki.
Which I love, dude. Nothing's better than some rice.
Yeah. It's Japanese food, right? Where they cook they cook on that metal flat like surface, in front of you.
Yeah. They do the flaming volcano, or they do the heartbeat with the rice.
You've seen that before?
Oh yeah.
Well, I've never seen the rice heartbeat.
Oh yeah. No, I've been to many teppanyaki with heartbeat rice.
Okay. All right. So anyways, the babysitter's taking him. Now the first thing is when they go to the car with the babysitter, the monkey's in the car. So this monkey has the ability to kind of move around.
Yeah, it seems to teleport, and no one really questions it either. It's just like, oh, because I think everyone just assumes someone's moving it, but no one is.
Right. So they go inside with the babysitter. They're enjoying their nice little meal. It almost seems like there's a relationship forming between the cook and the babysitter.
Well, Bill also likes the babysitter too.
That is true.
There's a little relationship with Bill and the babysitter, but you're right. While the cook's doing his little show, there's some eye contact going on with the babysitter. There's a relationship.
There's something going on.
Yeah.
But it's not going to last, because in the car, we see the monkey starts to beat his drum. Bum, 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 bum. As he does that, the chef, who did do the rice heartbeat, decides he's going to up the ante, grabs his knife, swings it in the air, cutting off the babysitter's head, sliding right on to the surface, the cooking surface.
And that's life.
Yeah, and again, it's absurd. It's like, okay, that is ridiculous. How would that even happen? Doesn't matter, because it was awesome. It was because the babysitter, you hear the slice, and then there's just this a good 5 seconds where the babysitter kind of turns and looks, maybe I think at Hal, and then her head just falls off. You're like, oh my God, how did that even happen?
Yeah, it does the slide off. You know what I mean? Where it goes, shh.
Yeah, and now we see this is the start of this monkey's torturous behavior.
Yeah. So again, he doesn't actually do the killing. He just sets the events off.
Yeah, Final Destination style.
Yeah. All right. So now the mom's with the boys and they go to the funeral and whatnot of the babysitter. And she actually has like a hilarious dying monologue. Like, I love this where she's like, this is where you see the dark humor of it all, where she's like, boys, everyone dies. I'm going to die. You will die. Your friends are all going to die.
Dude, it was
Your
so
dogs are
funny.
going to die. Like, it was just so dark. But the way it's like she does it is really funny.
Everybody dies. I'll die.
And you will both die. And all of your friends and their parents and all of their pets and everybody.
Some of us peacefully in our sleep, and some of us horribly, violently.
Well, then I think that's like the overarching, the whole point of the movie. And there, I think there's like, no, I don't want to go too deep because I'm not like that type of dude, but it's this whole monkey on your back, like death's always following you type thing that's going on, right?
Oh,
I
sure.
think that's the whole idea of this movie is death is always following you. And what you said is true. It's just a brutal thing to say to two children whose babysitter's head just got cut off. And I know she's even like, some people will brutally die. Some people die in their sleep. All sorts of different ways you could die.
Yeah. Painful, you know.
Dude, but those kind of lines, that's what I love in these moments of like, you know, these kids are traumatized where the humor comes in and it just like lifts me up. I just love that in a movie.
Yeah, they do a great job with that.
Yeah.
All right. So now we see young Hal. He's back at school and we learn things aren't going well for him. So it seems to me the way they depict this is that his brother Bill is kind of going around and he just talks trash about Hal. Like, in particular, he seems to do it with these girls. There's like some bully girls at the school.
Well, that's the funniest part. I agree because it wasn't explicitly said, but it was kind of what's the word? Implied for sure. But yeah, because Hal goes into the locker room and there's a bully group of girls in the locker room, which I'm like, why would they be in the boys' locker room?
Or was he in the girls' locker room?
I know. Then I'm like, wait, did he go in the whatever? Either way, it doesn't matter because they pick on him ruthlessly. Ruthlessly, yeah.
Yeah, they take his pants at one point in that locker room scene. Later on, he ends up getting covered with bananas. It's weird. They saw the monkey in the backpack, and then they have like these crates of bananas that they smush all over him, I guess.
Well, okay, can we say these girls are horrible?
Oh, they're awful.
Yeah, like this poor kid's babysitter just got decapitated. The father's nowhere to be found, and they're just making fun of the poor kid.
And it seems, again, that it's all Bill that's causing this.
Yes.
Which, again, is even worse. You got your twin brother on you, you know? It's strange.
Hey, one thing I know, you can't choose your brother.
Facts.
Because if I could, I would.
All right. So all this bullying causes Bill to go to this monkey and wish death. Sorry, it's not Bill. It causes Hal to go to the monkey and wish death upon Bill.
Right.
So I think they're kind of get the idea that this monkey did cause some of this, I guess, at this point. But anyways, he wishes for his twin brother to die.
Yeah, because Hal had more of a relationship with the monkey. He was around the monkey more and he was kind of investigating it, right?
Yeah.
So like you said, he did have an idea that maybe if I turn this in his back, maybe it will kill my brother, which is a savage thing to do.
It's so savage. I mean, Bill is a dick, so.
Did he deserve to die? I wouldn't say so.
Well, he doesn't. He doesn't.
He's a young kid.
He doesn't, because when Bill or Hal turns this key, what actually happens is their mom explodes.
Yeah, shocking. She was cooking or something, and then Bill, who happened to go in there, sees her, and then she turns around and things are going bad and she dies.
Yeah, there's blood explosion. I believe they called it a boomerang aneurysm.
Yes, something like that. Blood's coming out of everywhere.
Okay, quick note here, though. So this whole beginning kid scene is all narrated by Bill. You'll find out later. Again, the bad twin. I don't know if this actually happened this way.
So, yeah, you said that. I don't know. I haven't seen anything saying otherwise, but that is an interesting take. So what you're implying is that Bill's, because he's the one telling the story, maybe it happened differently and he's just blaming his brother for his mom dying.
Yes, like, I don't know if Hal actually turned this key wishing death upon Bill. I think maybe the mom just died from a medical issue and he's blaming it on his brother to cope.
That's interesting because I don't think Hal ever said he did it.
Correct.
Because throughout this movie, I was expecting him to own up to it and say sorry, but I don't remember hearing any of that.
Right.
Okay. So interesting. Who knows?
We'll get to it in the end. So Bill and Hal now have no family, so they move in with their aunt and uncle who are wild. They're like swingers, just strange. They don't even want kids.
The uncle, you know who he was?
Who?
It was the director.
Oh, really?
Osgood. Yeah, that was the uncle.
Oh, that's cool.
Which he was funny because these poor kids go through this traumatizing scenario. The babysitter dies, the mom dies in like these horrific ways, and then the uncle comes. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm not gonna be good at this, and we're swingers, so deal with that." Like, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, there's no sympathy in this movie.
It's dark.
It's dark, but it's good. It's good.
It's dark with lots of humor involved.
Yes. So after the mom dies, Hal decides he's sick of the monkey. He tries to dismember it, but there's something strange. Like as he cuts its arm off, it like bleeds or oozes. Like it seems to be somewhat alive.
Yeah, that was kind of it was interesting. It was kind of disturbing. It's like, oh my god, this thing's not what you would expect it to be. It's not fluff. It's flesh.
It's something.
Yeah.
So he ends up putting it all in a garbage bag, I guess, throws it in the trash. Monkey's gone. The family ends up moving to Maine, but soon after arriving, they realize the monkey's back.
Yeah.
Monkey's back in the house. So the boys, I don't know why, but they end up turning the key in the monkey's back. Uncle's dead.
Yeah, and again, not just a nice, pleasant death. He got he fell into a stampede of horses or something.
He was like
got trampled by horses.
Yeah, he was like in a sleeping bag.
Oh god! And they open the sleeping bag, it's just like mush coming out.
I did hear you do like a
Well, that's what I'm saying. Watching even talk about it, I like this movie so much that even going through it, it's fun. And even afterwards, we like got on the phone talking about it.
Yeah,
like it was good, and especially some of these kills are just shocking. Like you knew it was going to be bad, but then they show it, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's gruesome. It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
But it's great. So they end up deciding they got to get rid of this monkey after the uncle died, and they throw it down the well. Monkey's gone. We flash forward 25 years later.
Well, yeah, and so they know they can't destroy it. Hal already tried to cut it up. It came back, so they thought the best way to get rid of the monkey is just hide it somewhere and it'll be stuck there.
Which kind of worked for 25 years.
It is interesting how this monkey chooses when and how to come back.
Right.
Yeah, because it can move around. Sometimes it just decide, hey, I'm going to take a nap for a while.
Yeah, I guess it just needed 25 years off.
Yeah, sure.
So now the boys, okay, where they're adults, they no longer speak to each other. They're estranged, I think's the word.
Yeah.
Estranged. So they're not friends. They don't talk. They don't they haven't had anything to do with each other for years.
Right.
So the aunt now, back with the aunt. So the uncle that had died, the aunt's obviously older. She's still living in that same house, but she hears something. She hears a drumming. So she grabs her gat. Like she grabs a big old gun.
Dude, I know. I saw that big gun. I'm like, okay, she's going to shoot herself with this thing.
That's where it has the Final Destination vibes again, where you like see a weapon, you're like, okay, she's definitely going to somehow shoot herself, right?
Yeah, you kind of you're watching, you know something bad's going to happen. You're trying to figure out while you're watching how it's going to happen. And they do a good job surprising you.
Yeah. So like they start this one off. She's trying to clear the house. She goes in the basement or something, falls through the stairs, landing her face in a bunch of lures. But that's not how she dies. So
that's just unpleasant.
That's just unpleasant. So she picks those out of her face. Then she goes to the stove where she had like some tea on or something. And the gas had gone off or the pilot light went off. So she sticks her face in to listen.
God.
And that's when a flame ball shoots into her face and her head's on fire.
Dude, and everyone, even in the theater, when she put her head down towards the stove, everyone's like, oh no, you heard people groan?
Yeah. Oh no.
No, but that's not it though. Her head is on fire, but that's not the finishing touch.
That's not, because now she's running around like crazy, runs out of the house and impels herself on the realtor sign.
Oh my God.
Like through her head, like face first into it.
Dude, freaking brutal. Again, a shocking, amazing kill.
Yeah, dude, it was a lot.
Yeah, so the aunt is gone.
Aunt is gone. Now, let's jump back to Hal. So Hal, he's divorced. He has a son that's, I don't know how old his son, 16?
I would say around there.
Sure, around 16. He's divorced. Divorced working at a grocery store. And he's got a weird relationship with his kid, don't you think?
Well, yeah, because what we find out is he wants to keep his child at a distance because he's afraid of what's going to happen if the monkey comes around. He doesn't want that monkey to be his child's problem.
Yes. So I think he sees his kid like once a year. Like that's it.
Yeah, because he wants to minimize any interaction because he's worried. It's not because he doesn't love his son. In fact, it's the opposite.
Which is an interesting take, being that it's been 25 years
What do you mean?
since the monkey has like been around.
Yeah, but he's terrified of this thing.
Okay. All right. So anyways, he goes to his yearly visit to his son, and his wife now is with Frodo Baggins.
Well, okay, wait, but we'll get here in a second. Let's just say, just Hal, so now his adult personality, still a really nice guy, just meek, chill dude. And by the way, I have to say this. I think the guy who plays Hal, the actor, is the same one that's going to play the older version of Bill as well. It looks the same. It's got to be the same actor.
You're actually thinking that's not the same actor?
No, I'm saying it is.
Well, you're acting like that's a question.
I'm hedging a little bit just in case it happens.
That is the same person,
Okay,
Darren.
yes.
It's the same guy.
I know. Well, that's what I'm telling them.
Oh my gosh.
So wait. Okay, so let's get past that and let's move on to a great part where we have Frodo Baggins here.
Yeah, Elijah Wood is playing now the stepdad of Petey. So his wife's remarried. They're rich, live in a big house. Apparently, this guy's like a parenting guru or something.
Dude, it's the typical like self-help guy writing the books, but it's a complete tool.
Yes, but there's some funny scenes where or Elijah Wood, he takes the fatherly power from Hal in this weird holding hands ceremony. It's just, the guy's a weirdo.
Well, it's hilarious because, they're doing this holding hands chanting thing. And then Elijah Wood goes behind a big desk and tells Hal and his ex-wife now, they're sitting next to each other in the chairs. And Elijah Wood goes, just so you know, I just took your power. And then the other guy's like, well, I peed in your bush, so I took your power. And then Elijah's like, well, let's arm wrestle. It's just like this absurd, like, what is this?
Yeah, it's enjoyable though. I enjoyed it.
Oh, it was really funny.
Okay, well, let's move from there. We're going to jump a little back and forth because, well, that's how it goes. So we go back to the old town where the aunt's estate is, okay? The monkey is now at the estate cell, so it's alive and well. And this catches the eye of a young, troubled skater kid who decides to buy the monkey.
Yes. So I guess so we're just to understand the monkey just appeared at the aunt's house. There's no real explanation of why or how. It just was there. That's why she died. That's the interesting part. How did it kill the aunt?
Oh, that's because Bill is involved.
Yeah, but he didn't have the monkey at this point.
That's true. Huh.
I don't know. Whatever. We don't know that part.
Yeah, who wound it up?
You would think Bill, but the kid gets the monkey, and then we're going to find out gives it to Bill. So I don't know what happened.
Spoiler alert. All right, we'll get to that. So Hal and Petey now are on their trip. They're going to spend a weekend together because I didn't mention it, but the stepdad and the mom, they want like sole custody of the kid. Like apparently there's something where they think they can just take the kid forever, and now Hal will have nothing to do with him.
Yeah, because Hal only comes once a year. They think Hal doesn't care about the kid. This guy, Elijah Wood's like a self-help guru. So he's like, hey, or he's a parenting guru. So he's like, I'm just going to take the kid. He's mine. He's a total tool though. And yeah, that's the whole plot now. They're gone. The parent, the guy, Hal's ex-wife and Elijah Wood, we don't see them anymore, but now we're on the trip with the dad and son.
Yeah, so Hal and Petey go to a seedy hotel to spend the night when Hal gets a mysterious call from his brother Bill. And again, they haven't spoken in a long time.
And Bill's really funny because he's still just a complete dick, and he's also very like elusive.
The monkey that likes killing our family. It's back.
He's kind of not giving him much information at all about why he's calling, what's happening. He's almost purposefully doing that.
Yeah, well, he's a dick. He's still a dick. He was as a kid. He is as an adult.
Yes.
So, but he does tell Hal that their aunt has died. And basically this is all realizing that this monkey is back.
Right. So the thing they ran away from has come back, and it couldn't be a worse time when Hal's with his kid.
Yes, and speaking of bad times, there's a series of events that start to unfold at this hotel. So Hal had turned up the thermostat, but while he got that call from Bill, he went outside, which while he's out there on the phone, the AC unit, because he turned on the thermostat, it starts to fall off the roof into the pool just as a young, attractive lady is about to dive into the pool. So the AC unit falls into the pool. Electricity is not good. She dives in, explodes.
Wait.
Did the AC unit fall into the pool?
Yes.
Okay. Dude, that kill was insane. Like, that was shocking because it's not just like I mean, you said it right. It is a body explosion to where there's nothing left.
Yeah, it's not like actual electrocution where they shake, and this is exploding bodies. Like there's so much electricity, it went through her and just boom, gone.
Like almost a magician who made someone disappear, but the blood's still there.
Yeah.
Dude, it was crazy.
Yes.
That was great though.
Yep.
Like that's what I just laughed. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was a good one. So Petey and Hal go on their journey to the aunt's house. Now they've talked, and Petey has decided he wants to go on this adventure with his dad. And I got to just mention too, Petey knows nothing about his father. Like Hal has not told him he has a twin brother. He doesn't know anything about his family. Like they barely have talked.
Yeah, again, Hal's a nice guy, but he doesn't want to share anything. Again, out of fear, he's afraid if the kid knows anything, he's going to start investigating, I think, and he just wants to keep as much mystery as he can.
Yes. So they arrive at his aunt's house where we meet the realtor, and she's going to sell the house. Obviously, they did the estate sale for the aunt and all that.
Dude, when you meet the realtor, you know she's going soon.
Yeah.
Very big personality, annoying, but kind of funny.
I liked her.
She was good, yeah, but you knew it was good. You knew something was going to happen.
Wouldn't happen to remember if my aunt had a wind-up toy monkey at the yard sale.
Oh, not a cherished childhood memory now, was it?
Right. But she does give an ominous warning that in the town, nearly every day, there's just these random deaths occurring. And we go into a death montage where there's like a golfer where they go near the hole and a snake comes out, kills them, a lawnmower running over someone's head, steam to a guy's face, normal stuff.
Well, the funny thing is she's telling him this information, but she's so very nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
She's just kind of like, oh, yeah, there have been a lot of killings or people dying around here. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 5 in a day. Like, no big deal.
Yeah.
And then Hal's like, well, she's like, we see the cobra shot where a cobra jumped out of a hole in the golf course. And then Hal's like, there's not cobras around here. Don't you find that weird? And she's like, well, there was that one. Like, it's like, what?
Like it doesn't that's what's great about this movie. It doesn't take itself serious, know? It's just funny. So yeah, that one time that person got cobra'd.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was kind of weird.
So the realtor, anyways, takes him through the house. They're looking through the aunt stuff. When she finds a door that's locked, and she thought all the doors were open, so she unlocks it, opens it up to have a shotgun fall down, explode her all over Hal.
Right in front of Hal, just blows her away. And did her finger go in his mouth?
Everything okay up there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
It was like a Quake rocket explosion.
Yeah, it was like a Quake rocket explosion. Or a Doom rocket explosion, too.
That works as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, another shocking kill and brutal.
Yeah. So the cops end up coming to the scene. They question Hal. Basically, they tell him, hey, you should probably stay around the town for a few days. You're kind of a suspect, but not really. So he's basically going to stick around.
You know what's interesting, too? Do you remember they're wheeling the body outside and all the cheerleaders are out there cheering? There's something weird with this town with the cheerleaders where they're all excited about what's happening.
Yeah, and the cheerleaders will come into play at the end of the movie. But yes, as the coroners take the body out, they're cheering, and there's seem like normal townsfolk cheering too.
Yeah, it's again, I think there's like this bigger messaging going on in this movie. I don't really care enough to dig in though. I thought that was interesting. I'm like, okay, well, I guess the town's into this.
I think it is interesting. Yeah, there's like a whole hidden thing going on here.
But it kind of makes it like a fun environment. It's
Yeah. So now, okay, we've talked about Hal. We got to talk a little bit about Bill. So Bill is insane.
Bill, we find out Bill, it's been a rough 20 whatever years for Bill, because he's almost like an evil villain.
He is an evil villain.
Oh, and we should say, we're just going to put this out there. Everyone is dying in the town because someone is obviously using the monkey and twisting the little wheel or whatever we call it.
Yeah, the key in its back.
Yeah.
Well, okay, a little bit more about Bill's backstory. He lets us know that he knows Hal is the one who turned the key. So when Cal, again, I don't know if this is real or not, but in the intro, when Hal turned the key, he never told Bill he did that killed his mom.
Right.
So now Bill is letting us know at this point that he knows Hal was the one who caused his mother to die. We don't know if that actually happened that way or if Bill's just nuts.
Well, but the movie says it did. Makes it seem.
But the ending seems like maybe he just didn't.
Okay, we'll get to that. But right now, we'll operate under the assumption that Hal turned the key, at least according to Bill.
Well, and we do know that Bill actually, so when they, as kids, they dumped the monkey in the well, Bill actually went after the monkey, went to the bottom of the well, and only found a key.
Well, this is hilarious. So Bill like idolizes this monkey. He's wanted this monkey back. And so now, 20 whatever years later, he's got the key on a necklace now around his neck.
It's ridiculous.
So Bill's whole thing is he wants to kill his brother. Because Bill had to watch his mom die in front of him and he blamed his brother for it.
Yes. So the skater kid we talked about earlier that bought the monkey at the estate sale, we learned that he actually sold the monkey to Bill. So Bill does have the monkey.
Yeah, Bill had put an ad out, like I guess to find the monkey or something. Can we just say though, I'm just saying now, Bill is the one that's turning the key. He's trying to kill his brother using the monkey.
Yes, his whole purpose is to kill Hal with the monkey.
And meanwhile, he's been killing everyone.
He's just been murdering the town, but he doesn't care. He's just trying to kill Hal.
Yes.
Because Hal killed his mother.
Right. Which he didn't mean to, if he did.
If he even turned the key, we don't know. Okay, so back with the skater kid, he decides he wants this. For some reason, this kid really wanted the monkey back from Bill. Bill wouldn't give it to him, so he decides he's going to go. Yes.
So, well, that was interesting because the skater kid, punk rock kid, whatever you want to call him, there was something with the monkey where it said it reminded him of his father because his father also disappeared. So you almost wonder if his dad also got the monkey at some point.
It seemed very similar, his family dynamics to like the boys too.
Right.
The missing father stuff. Yeah. It was kind of weird. For a minute, I was kind of confused.
Yeah. And it was interesting that he wanted it back that bad.
Yeah. There's a deeper thing going on.
Yeah, for sure.
So the skater kid ends up going to Hal and Petey's motel. He kidnaps him by gunpoint. He knows that Bill wants Petey to try to kill Hal. So that sounds confusing. Bill now, because he's turned this key so much and killed all these people, but it hasn't killed Hal. He thinks if Petey turns the key, Bill's son, Hal's son, that'll kill Hal.
Which is hilarious because it's never worked that way. It's just Bill's insane. So he's like, that's got to work.
Yeah, he's willing to try it.
I mean, at least it's different than what he's been trying. So, and by the way, this whole time, Hal and his son are kind of having this relationship where it's like the kid's a nice kid. He's trying to get to know his dad. His dad's giving him nothing. And so we're kind of watching that relationship grow.
Yes, both very likable characters.
Yeah, they're both nice. Like, you understand the position Hal's in, and it makes you wonder, would you want to get away from your kids too? I don't know. I don't even need a monkey to say yes. No, I'm kidding.
All right, so the car with the skater, Petey, and Hal arrive at Bill's place, all right? Petey decides he doesn't decide. The skater kid makes him go in to go get this monkey from Bill. So he goes in through the doggy door, which...
I got to say, though, Bill's residence, it's like an evil lair. It's like it almost looks like a giant motel, but he's got this thing rigged with traps.
This is like Home Alone on steroids.
Yes, very evil Home Alone.
Yes, lots of tripwires. There's axes that fly. There's metal prongs.
What I like is that the kid sets off a trap, right? Right when he gets in, he sets off a trap, but it misses, which makes me laugh because it's like, yeah, of course it doesn't work because Bill's insane. I think these traps aren't well set up.
I mean, there's murderous intention.
Yeah, but he's just not good at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's Bill. So Petey goes into the doggy door. He starts navigating through the house. Yeah, navigates through all these traps and ends up making his way all the way up to Bill at the top of it.
Yeah, and we will say Hal did warn his son, and he told him, hey, do not turn the key whatever you do. The problem is the son doesn't totally trust his dad because he doesn't really know him.
Yeah, so true. So Bill ends up convincing Petey to turn the key in the back of the monkey, which again sets off a series of events. So back in the car, Hal is in the front seat. The skater kid's in the back. He's got a gun, but his head itches. So the skater kid scratches his head with a gun, accidentally pulls the trigger, shoots a hole in the window, which hits a giant beehive that happens to be out there. These bees get angry. They decide to attack. They fly directly through the windshield into the skater kid's mouth and fill him with thousands of bees, killing him.
Yeah, this is a straight, almost like someone was squirting a high pressured hose, but it's just bees going straight into the kid, filling him up.
Yeah, it'd be like the projectile vomit, but backwards,
and with bees.
Yeah,
and it was gnarly too, especially the effect of him the kid falling apart after the bees went in.
He kind of turned into a beehive.
Yeah, it was gnarly. It was gnarly. Again, absurd, ridiculous, stupid, and I loved it.
Yeah. All right. So back with Bill and Petey, they end up getting into it. Bill slaps Petey, and then he gets angry with the monkey, and he decides he's going to manually make this monkey drum.
Oh, that's true. Yes. I was going to correct you, but you already said what I was going to say, so keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, this part is really funny. Bill's trying to force the drum because he's mad now because Petey, that's his son's name, he did what he was supposed to. He turned the little lever on the monkey, and it didn't work to Bill's liking. So now Bill's like, F this monkey. I'm going to force you to drum and kill my brother.
Which is funny because it's like you can see the monkey resisting it, you know?
Yeah, you get to, this is where I feel like you really see the monkey's personality because I think the monkey gets pissed off at Bill.
Yes.
Because we're going to see what happens.
So then the monkey starts a strange drum pattern that's like way faster than normal.
Well, the monkey is angry now because Bill tried to force this to happen. And his little paws are going like crazy.
So this sets off again another series of unfortunate events. A plane crashes into the city, and then people, and I shouldn't even say people, its bodies start falling through the ceiling.
Okay, I started wondering, why are bodies coming through the ceiling? Is that Bill's bodies? He's killed people at first? But I think it's just people are dying everywhere, and maybe people from the plane fell through. I don't know.
I took it as people fell out of the plane into the house.
But that's what's hilarious. The monkey got mad, and so the monkey's killing everyone.
It's out of control. I think, was there a bride that fell out?
It looked like a bride.
Okay.
Yes.
Monkey's angry. That's what you need to know. So this point is where the movie takes a turn because Bill and Hal decide to have a heart to heart. So they're going to talk it out and like, what?
This is the funniest part of the movie, by the way.
Oh, I love this part. So after all this death destruction, Bill's trying to kill Hal. He's murdered half the town.
He's killed everyone for years. He's been trying to kill his brother.
So Bill confesses to Hal and says, I've been trying to kill you because Mom's death is your fault.
Right.
Hal explains to Bill that, well, Bill, your mom is actually my mom because we're twins.
And then Hal says, oh, yeah, that's right.
Not Hal.
And then Bill says, oh, yeah, that's right.
Bill says, I never thought of it that way. That's a good point. And they're good. That's it.
So Bill forgot that they share a mother and that his brother would also be upset by her death. So all this was for nothing.
This whole entire thing is all because Bill just forgot that he has a twin brother and their mother is the same mother.
He never thought about it through his brother's point of view, which is hilarious.
But then this is where you learn that Bill was the one that narrated the beginning. And it seems like maybe he just made up the story that Hal turned the key that killed the mom, when really Hal may never have turned this key.
Yeah, it's an interesting, I like that twist. And I don't know. I didn't even think about it like that till you told me, but that's interesting.
Yeah. So they're all good. They shake hands seriously. There's no animosity. It's over.
Yeah, it's dead. The beef has been squashed.
But the problem is we see the monkey and the drumsticks up.
Yeah,
which means he's choosing who to kill.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
Drops the beat. Causing the mother's bowling ball, which is loaded in a cannon, to shoot and blow off Bill's head.
Bill's gone. But at least he redeemed himself. I mean, he had to, let's be honest, the guy had to die. He killed, I don't know, hundreds of people.
Oh, yeah, at least. So Hal and Petey leave. Everything's good. They drive through the town where we see all the carnage that has been dealt. There's like a baby stroller on fire. A guy impelled by a surfboard in a tree.
Dude, people are dying everywhere.
Yes, and then there's a mysterious pale man on a white horse.
So this, I think, I did some research. I think this is supposed to be death. Because I think the whole point of this movie is the fact that Hal is no longer scared of death. He's embracing it. Because what's more important, right? That he has a relationship with his son opposed to just keeping his son away because he's afraid of something bad happening.
Okay.
So now they're embracing death. They kind of look at him as he's walking by, almost give a little nod like, I'm cool with it.
Okay. I like that take. So the horseman walks by.
Yes.
And then before this happens, Hal does explain that now instead of the monkey, like them trying to get rid of the monkey, that they're the keepers of the monkey.
Yeah, because the only way to really prevent people using the monkey is to keep it close to you and guard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they decided they're going to keep it. Now everything's all good. But as they drive away, the camera pans back and we see the school bus filled with all these cheerleaders again. And they're cheering and they're hanging out the windows.
Very happy about all the death that's going on.
Yeah. Right as the semi crosses paths and just decapitates them all.
All gone.
Every one of them dead.
And that's a great way to end the movie.
The end. The monkey.
Dude, just insanity. So let's hit the review. Let's switch it up. What'd you think?
Oh, wow.
I always go first. Hey, brotherly love here. Squash and beef.
So I loved it. I love dark horror. I love gruesome death mixed with horror. And they did such a good job of like really not making you dwell on these murder you just saw. They mixed it in with the funny comedic elements. And I loved everything about it. The characters were interesting. The way it didn't take itself seriously, like that ending scene with Bill and him coming to the realization that his twin brother has the same mom as him. And
it was so absurdly stupid, but it was hilarious, which made it hilarious.
Yes. I loved all the characters. They all had a lot of personality, like the realtor, like all these people are fun. That Hal and his son, it wasn't like a father-son where you're like feeling emotions about it. They made it to where it was just kind of fun to watch them interact and like grow together, you know?
Well, the guy who acted as Hal and Bill, he did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Was there anything you didn't like about the movie?
Oh, man, I don't know. I just kind of enjoyed the show. It's absurd. So it's hard to be like the plot or something because in reality, like it was so dumb, the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the whole... I don't know. No, I think I just liked this movie. I just enjoyed it.
All right. Hit it with the score. Drop it.
Oh, do I do a score or do we do the score at the same time? You have your take.
Okay, so I agree with everything, most of what you said. I do think it was really funny, really dark. It's really, again, the kills are like shocking, but the mixed in with humor made it all fun. I will say there was a point where it got a little slow for me at times, but overall, I enjoyed the whole ride. And what I would say is, a movie is really good when I get done watching it and I'm thinking about what happened and I'm wanting to investigate the movie and like what was the meaning behind this or what really was going on. This movie did that, and I would totally watch this again. Like if I could watch it tonight, I would. It was a fun movie.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'll drop my score first. I'm gonna give it like I'm even 8.4.
Ooh, I'm 8.6.
Dang,
it's pretty close
because it was good. It's good rewatch. The only thing is I like more fun, and this is a little more dark than I'm usually enjoying.
Yeah, I feel like the darkness of it affected you a little more.
Yeah, you're kind of immune to that a little bit. I'm more of a softer soul.
The Hal soul.
Yeah, you're more Bill, I'm more Hal.
No, overall, I thought it was a great movie. I loved it. I like that they added in that weird, like the undertone or the strange, like things that make you think that like cheerleaders, the death guy on the horse, the white,
Dude, and just the monkey. Like sometimes they just have a close-up shot of the monkey with the music loud, and it's like, this thing is like terrifying.
Do you know what the only thing I would say? I could use more Adam Scott.
Oh man, I would have loved him in the movie more because his small part was really funny.
His personality is like perfect. That dry sense of humor. It was perfect for this.
I just love that. He goes in, he's like, it is not a toy. You do not want this. I just need to get rid of it. It's not for kids. And he has blood all over him.
So good. All right. So a couple quick fun facts about the movie. It's an adaptation of a Stephen King short story. So The Monkey's based on a short story by Stephen King, originally published in 1980 and later included in his 1985 collection Skeleton Crew. The story centers on a cursed monkey that brings death to those around it.
Yeah, so they just took this, made it a movie, and did a great job.
Yep. Directed by Osgood Perkins. Film directed by Osgood Perkins, known for his work on horror films like The Blackcoat's Daughter and Gretzel and Hansel. Perkins brings a unique blend of dark humor and horror to this adaptation, aiming to balance gore with comedic elements.
Dude, which is like my style of movie.
Dude, he like that line right there, aiming to balance gore with comedic elements, he did excellent with.
Yeah. I mean, again, like you said, just shocking, insane kills. People killed in insane ways. But then there was like funny moments after. Even the kill itself was kind of funny because it's like, I don't even understand how that happened. And I'm shocked. And for some reason, that's funny.
Yeah. The absurdity.
Yeah.
It's good. Toy design change. In the original story, the monkey brings symbols together. However, in the film, the monkey plays a drum. This change was made due to concerns over the rights of the cymbal banging version, which was owned by another entity. That's very vague.
Oh, well, they're worried about like a copyright or something.
There must be some copy. I think there was another movie with a monkey. I think I was telling you, I thought this might be a
remake or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know what movie you're talking about, but I don't remember what it was called. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways.
Dude, and I will say, that's freaking monkey, man. They did a great job. When it opens its mouth, it just looks so creepy.
Dude, we got to get it for back here.
Oh, 100%.
We got to get the monkey.
Yeah.
Become a patron and help us pay for the monkey.
We need monkey investments.
All right. Overall, I love this movie. This was a great review. It was really fun to do.
Yeah, if you guys watch it, drop some comments. Or if you didn't, just drop comments anyways. Talk to us.
Yep. Next, we'll be doing Nightmare on Elm Street. I think we're on part 2 because we did the first one, right?
Yeah, we're gonna start blowing through that series. And by the way, anytime new movies come out now, we're gonna drop a pod on it. We got to.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to work it in, but yeah, for sure. So, anyways, I have to burp, so I'm holding off 1 second.
Thank you. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. Hey, don't forget to leave us a review, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff.
Again, special thanks to all our patrons. It's all appreciated. We appreciate every one of you guys.
See you on the next one.
See ya.